This program is not made for kids. It includes swearing and mature themes that are not suitable for kids under the age of 13. Enjoy the fucking video.
This program is rated 14 plus and may contain mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Lydia Hall is proud to call the island of Sodor her home. She primarily works on the Little Western, hauling the Western Flyer. But when the need arises, you can often find her on the main line, doing odd jobs here and there. One morning, Lydia Hall was at Thomas's Junction, waiting for her passengers to board her train. While she waited, a streak of silver whooshed by her in a cloud of steam.
My goodness! Was that who I think it was?
By that, you mean Spencer. Then yes, it is.
Why was he going at such a dangerous speed?
Did I miss Spencer?
There's your answer. Were you racing with him again?
Oh, that silver wedge had it coming. He was taunting me about my reduced express schedule and how my special coaches were on the limited 2 weeks ago.
You know, Mr. Melvin is not going to be happy about the third race you had with him.
To be honest, Thomas, if Spencer was put in the museum like he should have been, I wouldn't be worried about racing him all the time. What, Mr. Melvin? Won't hurt him,
said Gordon smugly. But I'm sorry to say that Mr. Melvin did find out about the race. And suffice to say, he was not happy.
This is the third time you and Spencer were caught racing down the main line, Gordon. I've told you countless of times not to do that, and yet you still manage to find a way to disobey me. As punishment for your recklessness, you will be on the local services until I can trust you again. Am I understood?
But sir, who will pull my express?
Lydia can do it.
But she's a Westerner.
And what's that supposed to mean?
No offense, Lily, but express services like my one were meant to be, were meant for, express engines such as me, but not common mixed traffic engines.
Need I remind you, Gordon, how a mixed traffic Westerner, doomless engine, made you lose your precious dome?
Or how a certain mixed traffic Westerner broke your special retirement speed record? Lydia is more than capable of pulling the Wild Nord Gressley. You just have to believe in her.
Gordon just scoffed and went to sleep. The next day, Lydia Hall arrived to collect her coaches. As she waited for her passengers to board, Spencer chuffed alongside her.
Oh, hello. I see you're Gordon's replacement.
For the time being.
Fair. I've seen you around a couple of times, but allow me to introduce myself. I'm Spencer. Drive away from Lydia Hall, nice and slowly. I was only going to introduce myself. And that could end up badly for her, just as it was for Gordon. Now go on, scat. Move along. No one needs you in the station. You have a train to take.
With a cross look on his face, Spencer puffed out of the station.
Why did you do that for? Spencer was only being friendly.
Spencer is a sneaky engine and can manipulate you pretty quickly. Just do me a favor, please, girl, and don't talk to him.
Lydia could only agree to Emily's terms. However, she soon found out that Emily wasn't the only engine who warned her about Spencer.
He's nothing but a nuisance to us commoners.
Well, he still thinks that he's a private engine. I don't like him at all.
All in all, Lydia was finding it harder to find an engine who liked Spencer rather than despised him.
Ugh, this is ridiculous. Not one engine shows a bit of compassion to poor Spencer. Instead, they treat him like he's a parasite.
They all have their reasons, though, Lydia. And Hero's reason is quite valid.
Well, that's not right. I think I'm going to befriend Spencer tomorrow and change everyone's mind about him.
And with a grin on her face, Lydia Hall chuffed straight to the sheds to turn around. The next morning, as Lydia was getting ready to leave Knapford Station, Spencer puffed up alongside her.
So, we meet again, Lydia. Nice to meet you without that single-wheel bully trying to stop me.
Hey, that single-wheel Sterling engine is my friend, and you'd be wise to treat her with respect. She was your predecessor to the NWR Express trains, and by far much wiser than you. No wonder everyone tells me to stay away from you. You're so cruel and cold-hearted.
Spencer did not like being spoken to like that, and quickly snapped back.
If you think you're so smart enough to talk to me like that, then I propose a race. First one to Ellsbridge must apologize.
You're on. However, some ground rules. We must go at track speed, follow the safety protocols, and most importantly, no speeding.
Very well.
When the guard blew their whistle, both Spencer and Lydia puffed out of the station.
You do know that we can't race on the main line, let alone beat Spencer at his own speed, right?
I know about the racing part, but nowhere did I say we can't use shortcuts.
Lydia's driver instantly knew what she was talking about. The race was on. Spencer was far ahead in the lead, but Lydia was catching up behind. By the time they reached Tidmouth Junction, Lydia diverted herself off the main line and onto the freight line where the track speed was a little bit faster than the main lines. She soon reached Ellsbridge before Spencer, alongside being 3 minutes early as well. When Spencer arrived, he was shocked.
That's impossible. I'm faster than you. You cheated!
If you had listened to me, Spencer, I never said we couldn't use any shortcuts.
But, what is it with engines trying to prove that they're faster than each other? Lydia, I put you on the express because I thought I could trust you. But clearly I was wrong.
Actually, sir, it was more like Spencer raced me. I was going at track speed, as well as following the rules that the railway puts in place. However, I think Spencer sped down the line, being that he is about 15 minutes too early.
Spencer turned a bright shade of red in embarrassment as a group of enthusiasts crowded around him.
Since you like racing so much, Spencer, I think it's time for some slow goods traffic with Gordon. That will teach you some common sense about following rules and regulations.
And with a turn on his heel, Mr. Melvin walked towards the passengers to try and calm them down. That evening, the other engines found it amusing that a Great Western engine outsmarted an LNER engine.
That is mighty embarrassing that the great LNER pride was taken over. Shame on you.
And now they know the real mercy of the GWR.
This is a win for the Midland Railways.
Both Gordon and Spencer looked at each other and silently agreed not to speak of this moment again.